Getting a home loan for a house is getting harder. Lenders are tightening standards amid the coronavirus pandemic. Brandon Haefele, the CEO and president of Catalyst Mortgage, joins us live this morning. Brandon, thanks for joining us. When we talk about buying a house, a lot of people are saying now's a great time. The interest rates are going down, but there's a big asterisk by all of this.
There really is. Right now, across the board, we're seeing lenders tighten guidelines, and really it's based off of what's going on in the economy. So, for instance, on FHA loans specifically, FHA allows down to a 500 credit score in several circumstances, but we're now seeing lenders across the board increase that to 640 and even in some cases 680.
So this is a big deal. Also, let's talk about the paperwork. Everybody knows when you buy a house, tons of signing to do, but they're really going to get into your background as far as assets and job. Is that correct?
Yeah, they really are. We used to be able to do verification of employments within 10 days of funding. We're now having to do those verifications at the day of funding. And really they're digging in deeper if you're an hourly employee, really making sure that you're going to still have those hours, that partial hours have not been furloughed, or that you will have a job in the next 2 to 3 months, because realistically that is a risk for lenders having that loan on their books.
Let's also talk about your debt ratio here. If you have a payment on a boat or a car and some other stuff, that debt ratio really becomes a bigger factor than it has in the past, correct?
It really does. So debt to income ratio is another factor that we're seeing guideline overlays on. Just like the credit score, at 640 minimum, you're now having a debt to income ratio with some lenders, maybe at a 40% debt to income ratio, whereas FHA might allow to 50 or 55. You're really starting to see lenders tighten grip on all types of guidelines, really to make sure that the borrower is fully qualified.
And what about, a lot of people want that down payment assistance program. Some banks offer it, some lenders offer it. That's becoming, well, let's just say less used.
It really is. Again, going with all the other tightening, we're also seeing down payment assistance programs being put on hold with various lenders. And so it's really important that if you're in the market right now to purchase, you want to go ahead and do your due diligence and shop around. Because one thing to be clear, even though one lender might be offering or might be pulling back on those guidelines, other lenders still might offer. So don't take just one company's word for it. Really do your due diligence and shop around.
And you really have to have your finances in real order, try and get your debt to ratio down. Brandon Haefele, CEO of Catalyst Mortgage, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Great information as always. Brandon, thank you.